offen, Passepartout.
Bobo, come here, little one. Hurry!
Arr, arr, you're done for now, Mr. Fogg. Your journey around the world ends here.
Bobo, come back, chérie. Save us!
Rankin Bass present Festival of Family Classics.
Features and fables will story tell. Each classic creation in new animation. Today's presentation will be
Jules Verne's story about a man's race with time. Around the world in 80 days, Part 1.
So bring on the whole family.
London robbed, £55,000 taken. Read about the daring bank robbery.
Rotten luck that the bounder chose your bank to rob, Stuart.
Yes, especially as I kept my money there.
The robber will not profit from his despicable act, gentlemen. I'll have the scoundrel pursued to the ends of the earth if need be.
That's the spirit, Stuart. Drag the ruffian back by the scruff of the neck.
If possible. A man with £55,000 could hide anywhere he chose.
True, very true, and the world is a large place.
The world was once a large place.
What's that, sir? Who spoke?
It was I, Mr. Stewart.
Ah, Mr. Phileas Fogg. How say you, sir? Isn't the world as large as it's ever been? Has it been melting?
I say, Fogg may have a point. I recall reading that it is now possible to go completely around the world in 3 months.
Less. With the completion of the Trans-Indian Railway, one may now go from London to Suez in 7 days, Suez to Bombay in 13 days, Bombay to Calcutta in 3 days, Calcutta to Hong Kong 13 days, from there to Yokohama in 6 days, Yokohama to San Francisco 22 days, then across the American continent to New York in 7 days, and back to good old London in 9 days. Therefore, one can now go around the world in exactly 80 days.
80? Around the world in 80 days? Really, Fogg?
Oh, it's too much.
Around the world in 80 days. Sure.
My calculations are correct, gentlemen. I will bet £20,000 on it.
You would risk £20,000? What if you run into bad weather or contrary winds?
Suppose you're shipwrecked or suffer a railway accident.
Even so,
What if the Hindus pull up the rails or the American savages stop the trains and scalp the passengers?
One single unforeseen accident and you'll lose your fortune, Mr. Fogg.
for the Englishman, the unforeseen does not exist. Is my challenge accepted, gentlemen?
By Jove, sir, I like your spirit. I'll take your bet.
Jolly well said, Stuart. So will I.
I do.
Very well, then. The trains leave for Dover at 8:45 this evening. Today is Friday, the 2nd of October. In exactly 80 days, on the 21st of December at 8:45 p.m., precisely 115,200 minutes from the time my train departs, I shall be back in this very room. It is now 7 o'clock. An hour and 45 minutes until train time.
You'd better get cracking, Fogg.
You'll have to pack for an 11-week journey in all kinds of weather.
You've no time to lose, dear fellow.
The man with a well-ordered mind never needs to hurry. There's just enough time for a hand of whist. Shall we play, gentlemen?
The doorbell. But it's not yet 11 o'clock. Who could that be?
I had to ring twice, Passepartout. I hope that it will not become a habit.
But it's only 8 o'clock, Monsieur Fogg. According to your schedule, you are not due home for another 3 hours.
Ordinarily, yes. But tonight we embark on a journey around the world. We leave in 10 minutes.
Around the world? But how can I pack in 10 minutes?
We will take no trunks. Pack 2 shirts and 3 pairs of socks for me, and the same for you, into this carpet bag. And we will buy whatever other clothes we need on the way. Take good care of that bag. It contains £20,000 in banknotes.
Ma foi!
Ready, Passepartout?
Ready, Monsieur Fogg? So much for a life of order and precision. Sacre bleu. In my hurry, I forgot to turn off the gas in my room.
No time to go back for it now, Passepartout. The gas bill will be deducted from your wages when we return.
Even though I may lose the bet, Fogg, I wish you luck on your journey and a happy return.
Thank you, Stuart. Frightfully sporting of you.
The chap's a fool to think that he can circle the globe in 80 days.
Yes, but what a glorious fool.
Begging your pardon, sir, but you'd be Mr. Stewart, would you? The president of the Bank of London, what was robbed?
And how would you happen to know that, my good man?
Ah, well, sir, you'll notice how worn smooth your thumb and forefinger be. That only comes of counting stacks and stacks of banknotes.
Remarkable.
Not to mention the tiny particles of gold that stuck to your rough tweeds as you brushed past the bullion.
Incredible.
And if you'll forgive my noticing, sir, the teeth on the right side of your mouth are worn down from all the coins you've bitten into, testing for counterfeits.
Fantastic. But who are you, sir, and what do you want of me?
Elementary, my dear Stuart. Fix is the name, and I'm happy to inform you that it's your good fortune to be looking at the world's greatest detective. Now then, if you was to offer a reward for the recovery of the stolen money, say £1,000, why then, sir, I'd have the culprit groveling at your feet quicker than you could say, Bob's your uncle.
But how, Mr. Fix? I fail to see how even the world's greatest detective could apprehend the robber when there were no clues.
Ah, but you're not reckoning on my great skill and cunning, sir. To begin with, your bank robber is a gentleman.
A gentleman? Impossible.
Look at it this way, sir. Does your bank have any patrons who aren't gentlemen?
Certainly not, sir. The very thought is absurd.
Well, there it is then, sir. There it is. Now then, have any of the patrons of your bank made, shall we say, a sudden departure?
Sudden departure? No, unless... Good heavens! Phileas Fogg! He just left on that train!
Did he now? Do we have a deal, Mr. Stewart?
We have, sir. We have indeed.
Monsieur Phileas Fogg!
Monsieur Phileas Fogg!
Vive Passepartout! Vive Passepartout! Phileas Fogg to go around the world in 80 days! Englishman to attempt impossible feats! Read about it!
Lovely fruit, Effendi, ripe and juicy, just picked today. Very important to eat fruit on the sea journey to keep off the scurvy.
Quite true. Very well, select some fruit and join me back aboard ship, Passepartout. But hurry, we weigh anchor in a few moments.
Beautiful red pomegranates, Effendi, delicious bananas, golden hue and flecked with brown, just right to eat.
Oui, I will take those, and that pineapple looks nice.
Very nice, Effendi, very nice. A prince among pineapples.
Thief! Delinquent! Cochon, arrêté! I'm sure the little fellow meant no harm.
He is a devil, that Atul. He will leave me nothing to sell. If I turn my back for a second, he would eat all the fruit on my stand.
Perhaps if you fed Abdul better, he would not have to steal. Here, mon ami, be my guest. You are entirely welcome, little one. I regret, but I must bid you adieu now, Abdul. My master awaits me.
Ah, that's a fine load of fruit in that there carpet bag, eh? Succulent, sweet, and juicy. All yours for the taking, if only you could reach it. Well, kindly old Fix is here to see that you gets your fill. Go get it, my fine furry friend. Aha! The stolen money! Stop that man! He's under arrest!
Abdul, what are you doing? Who is that dreadful man? Why is he shouting at me?
Stop, thief!
Thief? He calls me a thief? Abdul, what are you doing with Monsieur Fogg's money? You have ruined me, Abdul. I will never get to the ship in time now.
Ha! Got you now, you thieving blackguard, and I'll have your master, too.
Quickly, Abdul. We may just have time.
I'll get you for that, you mangy little blighter! Stop them!
You were an extraordinarily long time purchasing fruit, Passepartout.
The fruit. I'm sorry I lost the fruit, Monsieur Fogg. A strange, fearsome man tried to take the carpet bag from me. If it were not for my friend Abdul, I would be in his clutches even now.
Well, then, it would seem that I am in your debt, Abdul. As for you, Passepartout, the price of the fruit shall be deducted from your wages.
I know you'll be the bank robber for sure now, Mr. Phileas High and Mighty Fogg. I'll follow you clear around the world, if need be.
We are still on the schedule, are we not, Monsieur Fogg?
Even better than that, Passepartout. Because we had following seas all the way from Suez to Bombay, we've gained a full day. And with the Calcutta train running on schedule, we have just enough time to make our Hong Kong connection.
The tracks have been pulled up. The hill tribes are in revolt. We must return to Bombay. But side Fog, there is no way that you can cross those mountains on your own. It is all jungle through there. Terrible country. Only evil can live there.
Yes, thank you for your concern, conductor, but my man will find transportation for us. Very resourceful fellow, Passepartout.
Monsieur Fogg?
Ah, you see, conductor, one must have faith. What means of travel have you found for us, Passepartout?
Actually, Monsieur Fogg, considering the choice available to me, and considering that it cannot be derailed, its tires cannot go flat, and it does not require steam to run it.
That, Passepartout, is an elephant.
Exactly right, sir. An elephant is exactly what she is, and a magnificent example of the species she is too. Just as sweet and gentle as she can be. I have named her Bonbon.
Excellent. She is exactly what we need. You've done very well, Passepartout. This, I presume, is her owner?
That is correct, Monsieur Fogg. Unfortunately, he will agree to sell us Bonbon only if we agree to let him act as driver and guide.
Done. We'll need someone who knows the way in any event. How does one get aboard?
Nothing is simpler, sir. Up, Bonbon! Take Monsieur Fogg up!
I see. Eminently practical.
Now me, chérie. Allez, up! It is getting dark, Monsieur Fogg.
Yes, I see. Mahout, find a spot to strike camp for the night.
I see a ruined temple up ahead, Sahib. Would that be suitable?
Excellent.
More tea, Monsieur Fogg?
Thank you, no, Passepartout. If we expect to be fresh for our journey tomorrow, we must rest.
Sacre bleu, what is that?
Seems to be coming from the direction of the temple ruins.
Monsieur Fogg, what is happening around that horrible thing?
We are witnessing a marriage rite, Passepartout. The beautiful young lady is being made to marry that ancient Raja. I've often heard of forced marriages of this sort. If she tries to resist, she will only meet with a terrible fate.
Regardez, Monsieur Fogg. Observe her beauty. Can we stand by and allow her to be forced into marriage with that monstrosity?
No, we cannot. We will rescue the poor girl.
No, Sahib, I will not go. They are followers of the dread goddess Kali. Terrible, terrible men. We will not escape with our lives.
All the more reason why we must save that poor girl. You will stay behind and guard Bourbon until we call you. Passepartout and I are more than equal to this simple task.
We are? Yes, we are indeed. Lead on, Monsieur Fogg.
Now, here is what we must do, Passepartout.
That is what we must do?
Shh! We've no time to lose.
Oh, if only a kind God would help me in my hour of great need.
Passepartout.
Bobo, come here, little one. Hurry.
Arr, arr, you're done for now, Mr. Fogg. Your journey around the world ends here.
Bombo, come back, chérie. Save us. Petite, faster!
After them! They're getting away!
Hurrah! There is the train, Monsieur Fogg!
Cheer up, dear lady. You're safely out of danger now.
Yes. You have gone to much trouble for me at great risk to yourself, Mr. Fogg, and I am very grateful. But I fear I must trouble you even further. There is no place in India where I can hide now, and I have no place else to go.
Oh, but you mustn't give it another thought, my dear. An Englishman doesn't rescue maidens in distress only to abandon them. You'll come with us.
Oh, Mr. Fogg, you are very kind. But I will only hinder you in your journey around the world.
Nonsense. I'll hear no more about it. You will accompany us back to London, at which time I will see to it that you are provided for. Come.
Mr. Fogg.
Yes, my dear?
You have not asked me my name. I am called Aouda.
Aouda. A lovely name. Is it not, Passepartout?
Mais oui, a lovely name. It is poetry, Monsieur Fogg. Poetry.
Come, Aouda. The train leaves in a moment.
Monsieur Fogg, what of Bonbon? We cannot just leave her here.
Ah, that is a problem. It's certain we can't take her with us.
My poor little one. What shall we do?
Perfect. We will give Bonbon her freedom and return her to her own kind.
Adieu, ma petite. Good luck to you both. You have saved me from missing the train. Thank you, Monsieur Fogg. It was very expertly done. We made it, Monsieur Fogg. It is now 7 o'clock in the morning, and the steamer does not leave for Hong Kong until noon.
You are only trying to spare my feelings, Passepartout. I know that you lost a day rescuing me.
That is true, but we had previously gained a day. So you see how foolish you are to worry, my dear Aouda. We are exactly on schedule.
Excuse me, sir. Is this the man?
That's him, all right, Mr. Phileas Fogg.
Unhand me, sir. What is the meaning of this?
That's him, the man who robbed the Bank of London of £55,000.
Ridiculous.
But it cannot be. Mr. Fogg could never do such a thing.
It is a vicious lie.
Do your duty, officer.
I'm afraid you must accompany me to the magistrate's court, Mr. Fogg. You are under arrest.
No.
You cannot do this. You will cause Monsieur Fogg to lose his wager.
Calm yourself, Passepartout. The truth will out. Justice will triumph.
Justice has triumphed, Mr. Fogg. Slap the cuffs on him, officer.
Come along, Mr. Fogg.
Har, 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 har.
Phileas Fogg in handcuffs? Has Detective Fix defeated the intrepid Englishman? Does his incredible journey end here? Or will he manage to prove his innocence in time to continue his journey? With 57 days yet to go, will Phileas Fogg survive the dangers of the Orient, the fathomless depths of the Pacific Ocean, and the savage wilderness of the American continent? Watch for the conclusion of Around the World in 80 Days.